All right, man. Deontay, the Bronze Bomber Wilder goes in on Al Haymon, and you've been hearing a lot of people subliminally get at Al Haymon for not keeping them active in a speaking code because it's in their contracts where they can't say what they really want to say. All right, um, and you can't speak bad on him. Now Bob Arum, he really don't care. To be honest, Bob Arum be like, shit, all publicity is good publicity. He know how to handle it. But the way Al Haymon move, you can't speak down on Al Haymon name. So that's just the way Al Haymon move. Now, hey, you heard Luis Cuba Arias come on. He came on the Boxing Voice, and he said that when Al Haymon came to the Mayweather gym and bought all of them suits and stuff, he said that he had them. Al Haymon made them cover all the windows and stuff. Said he moved real secretive. So when somebody move like that, they usually scared for their life, or they got some type of condition. And he said he was cool, but they usually scared for their life. That's how I look at it. Or they usually trying to get away from something. You know what I'm saying? And there's rumors out there, and I said rumors that he owe people money, he owe investors money. He moving like that. Or you can't get served, lawsuits and all that stuff. And, I respect how you move. You ain't got no other way but to respect how you move. He get none of the blame. Whatever happens, he really gets none of the blame because he don't talk. He don't talk. So he don't talk. Come on now. Yeah, he don't talk. So I mean, how can you stick something on the guy that don't talk? But I mean, I hold y'all time up. Let me pull this up. It's on the Premier Boxing Champions website. It's on the you go to their podcast tab, and I'll show you how to do it. And Wilder did a whole interview there. So let me not continue to babble on. Let's get to it. Getting to the money. Understatement. Shit kind of muffled. Is the perfect sound?
Green people in the business, they always in it. There's too many green people in the business, they always in it. There's so many people that look for their interest instead of the fighter's interest, and that's another thing that hurts us as well. You got too many crooks in the business, and instead of just letting the fighters fight, because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, the fighters are the products. They're the product. They the ones who should be deciding and making moves because they're risking their lives. They're using their body, not anyone else. And the head is not meant to be hit in the first place. So who is anyone to dictate or say, oh, you should do this, or just because you got the money you promoting, that makes it right? And your ass can be 105 years old and still making millions while this broke fighter that has risked his life years and years, don't have nothing to show for, can't even pay the medical bills, can't even pay their rent and stuff. It's so backwards. I can go on and on about that, but it ain't the time and the place. So I'll leave you with that. There's too many green people in the business. They always in there. There's so many people that look for their interest instead of the fighter's interest. And that's another thing that hurts us as well. You got too many crooks in the business. And instead of just letting these fighters fight, because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, the fighters are the products. They're the product. They the ones who should be deciding and making moves because they're risking their lives. They're using their body, not anyone else. And the head is not meant to be hit in the first place. So who is anyone to dictate or say, oh, you should do this, or just because you got the money you promoting, that makes it right? And your ass can be 105 years old and still making millions while this broke fighter that has risked his life years and years, don't have nothing to show for, can't even pay the medical bills, can't even pay their rent and stuff. It's so backwards. I can go on and on about that, but it ain't the time and the place.
So you heard him. He says too many creepy. I'll play it one more time for y'all. I'll play it one more time so y'all can hear this. Need this sound perfect. There's too
many green people in the business. You know, they always in it. There's so many people that look for their interest instead of the fighter's interest. And that's another thing that hurts us as well. You know, you got too many crooks in the business. And instead of just letting these fighters fight, because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, the fighters.
You heard that, right?
Instead of just letting these fighters fight, man. Instead of just letting these fighters in the business. And instead of just letting these fighters fight, because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, the fighters are the products.
Now you heard them. I'll play that one more part time.
These fighters fight because at the end of
letting these fighters fight. You heard it. There's too many greedy people in business because they, you heard them. That's Al. Hey, you talking about Al?
You know, you got too many crooks in the business. And instead of just letting these fighters fight, because at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, the fighters are the products. They're the product. They the ones who should be deciding and making moves because they're risking their lives. They're using their body, not anyone else. And the head is not be.
And the fighters should be the one deciding when they fight. You know, should decide when they fight because they're the ones that's risking it and going in there and taking the trauma. You hearing them?
Be hit in the first place. So who is anyone to dictate or say, oh, you should do this, oh, just because you got the money you promoting, that makes it right? When your ass can be 105 years old and still making millions while this broke fighter that have risked his life years and years, don't have nothing to show for, can't even pay the medical bill, can't even pay their rent and stuff. It's so backwards. I can go on and on about that.
So you heard him. You heard him. He ain't talking about TGB. He ain't talking about Mayweather Promotions. He's talking about Al Haymon. He's talking about Al Haymon. Let these fighters fight. Let them make the decision. And one thing he was misquoted in saying here, well, I think he used the wrong words, was when he said, you should do this, you should do that. Well, Al Haymon said, nah, it's you gonna do this and you gonna do that. And that's what it is. And what's the point of having all that power? He don't force people to do stuff. Even when Danny Garcia fought Lucas Matisse at the final press conference, Danny Garcia daddy said that they had a choice. They didn't have to fight Matisse. So Matisse turned down a title shot, bro. Matisse turned down a title shot. I say it again. Matisse turned down a title shot to be the mandatory to fight Danny Garcia. That's why him and Lamont Peterson fought at a catchweight. And Lamont retained his IBF title, which that should have been Lucas Matisse title. He shouldn't have to go back to Argentina, flaunting the fake regular world title that he won late in his career at welterweight. And Angel got up there and said, well, this guy could have been gone. We had multiple choices. We didn't have to fight this guy. Come on. Al Haymon don't force these dudes to do nothing. He don't force these dudes to do nothing. And he dictates everything. You should do this. You should do that. Or you're going to do this. You're going to do that. You're going to turn this down. And it's messed up. It's messed up. And it's messed up. It's real messed up. And, then we also last night talked about in the live, if you missed it, we talked about when he said that, when he was saying that, he only going to be fighting fighters in the PBC stable. Come on. Why you think he doing that? Al Haymon. Al Haymon. Al Haymon. He dictate everything. He dictates everything. He decides every decision these dudes make, and they have minimum say so. They have minimum say so. You should let these fighters fight. He ain't talking about activity per se, because he understands, you know, he understands the activity part of it. He talking about when they get opportunities in other networks and this is in the money good, let us fight. Let us fight. You know, and he preventing them from making staying active on other networks and making money on other networks. He ain't a promoter. You just the manager with a whole bunch of power like a promoter. And it's messed up. It really is. It really is. And you heard it's a lot of fighters not healthy. Here, David Benavidez frustrating. He can't get those fight. He can't get Benavidez, Charlo. He can't get Plant because Al Haymon want to save the rest of them for he wants to save the rest of them for he want to save them for Canelo a piece, and Canelo say he ain't fighting him and he want to fight. Ain't none of them dudes over there happy. You hear what Jamal Charlo going through money funny. Come on. Come on. This ain't no game. This ain't no drill. This real talk. This real rap. This real rap. You know? And this dude is stopping dudes from making a living. We're stopping the dudes from making a good, you know, what they want to do, a good living. We just stop them from making a living, having them fight once a year. And it's sad. And it's sad. It's real sad. So ain't none of them dudes happy with Al Haymon right now. Say what y'all want to say about Beauty Shop. He on point. He on point about this. Ain't none of these dudes happy. It's not enough fight dates. Steven Espinosa is not happy because he's not getting the best product that could be given to him. Because Al Haymon don't want to fight nobody. Al Haymon burned the bridge with every other Ed network he been on. Not named Showtime. He burning that bridge right now. You know, in the word on the street, he really don't want to make that fight with Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. It's like pulling teeth. Even think everything sold away and agreed to, he don't want to make that fight. He don't. You know, and that's sad. Real sad. He don't want to make that fight. So, of course, everything ain't good in the PBC sphere. It ain't. You know, money getting funny. You heard the Charlo story. Don't know how true that is. Sound like she a little hurt. Money getting funny. So, you know, and ain't no fight days. Ain't no fight days. So really ain't much else to say about it. But that is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit the bell icon button. Increase your chance to get notifications when we go live or drop a video. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, $sign CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link description. Hit the link tree link in the description. It's the first link in the description. Find me everywhere there. Support me there. Check out the Boxman's playlist. Appreciate the love, support. Peace.